A few of the US Open singles semifinals are set, as first on the women's side, Aryna Sabalenka will take on young Canadian Leylah Annie Fernandez. Focusing on the most recently completed quarterfinal between Aryna and Barbora Krejcikova, the Belarusian took advantage of the French Open champ's poor play to take a 6-1, 6-4 win. This was a peculiar match, to be honest, as in the first game, Aryna served 3 double faults, but she still managed to hold. Missed opportunities like that plagued the Czech woman, as missed break and game point chances contributed to the lopsided first set scoreline. Krejcikova did begin to clean up her game in the second set, but Aryna improved her serving and didn't allow the 8 seed any looks at breaking. All Sabalenka needed was that break advantage earned in the first game of the second, as she eased her way to victory in 86 minutes. As I said previously, this wasn't really the best match from both women, even Aryna, who got the straight sets win. She clearly wasn't satisfied with her performance, hitting the practice court immediately afterward to get sharper for her next match. Now with Krejcikova, she was involved in a bit of drama a few days ago during her 4th round match with Garbine Muguruza. After Krejcikova took the first set 6-3 and was up 4-love in the second, Muguruza rallied back to gain a 6-5 lead. This is when the Czech woman called for the doctor and went off court for a 9-minute medical timeout relating to a diaphragm issue. Barbora eventually returned to the court, where her extended towel breaks in between points further agitated the 2-time major champion. Ultimately, Krejcikova prevailed, winning 6-3, 7-6. When the two went to go shake hands, Barbora tried to apologize for the pause in play, but Garbine let her have it, calling her actions so unprofessional. Comments were pretty minimal afterwards in the press conference, saying this:
Listen, I don't really want to talk about this. I'll let you guys judge. What do you think about this? Well, I think, between players, a little bit how to behave in certain moments. And I wasn't very happy at the end of the match. That's pretty much it.
Now, Krejcikova didn't speak to the press directly after that Muguruza match. Instead, she released a statement on behalf of the USTA explaining her medical issues. "I couldn't breathe," Krejcikova said. "I started to feel dizzy and the whole world was shaking. It never happened to me before." However, Barbora did step into the press room after the Sabalenka match and said that she felt humiliated by Garbine.
I just know what she told me at the net. I don't really know what was happening after, because I just tried to not to look at it, because I guess, she has a lot of fans because she's just playing longer than I do. So I would say that I guess it was pretty negative, but that's the way it is. And, I just didn't expect that I'm going to be, accused like this. And also, I was watching a little bit the end of the match, so I knew what was actually happening. And then, I just felt right now that I got really, humiliated by a Grand Slam champion, which, I've never seen. So, it's tough. I'm sad about it, because I was just in, just to be honest, it actually took me, when I step out of court, it took me 1 hour to actually get to the locker room. So I was in really bad shape, and I was just, like cramping, and I felt really, really bad. So I never experienced something like this. So, just something from behind the scenes that nobody knows and nobody has seen. So that's...
We can move on.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting that Barbora said that she felt humiliated by Muguruza, but I also took notice of her being aware that Muguruza's fans and the reaction surrounding everything was not negative for her favor. There have been some mixed reactions to this whole situation though. On tennis Twitter, people have been dragging Krejcikova for the medical timeout, saying that she's a scammer, while a lot of YouTube comments called Muguruza a sore loser. Much of tennis Twitter dislikes Krejcikova anyways, but much of this disdain is due to her sometimes sketchy on-court acts. She's taken lengthy medical timeouts and bathroom breaks in the past, and was accused of cheating a bit during Roland Garros this year in regards to line calls. I do see this point and definitely feel that Krejcikova engages in a bit of gamesmanship with these extended bathroom breaks, but I am going to give her the benefit of the doubt here, because she's played a lot of matches in a short period of time, and I'm really not sure that she's used to that. She often plays doubles too, so I'm sure that that's been a lot on her during this big breakout season as well. Kind of similar to the Murray Tsitsipas situation, I think Garbine was more annoyed about her missed opportunities, because she did have 3 set points while up 5-4 in that second set, but wasn't able to convert. I know it's easier said than done, but Garbine can only focus on what she can control, which is in this case, ensuring that she closes out that second set. Anyways, focusing on the tennis action now, the other women's quarterfinal yesterday included Elina Svitolina squaring off against Leylah Annie Fernandez. Out of some well-contested opening 5 games, Fernandez managed to grab the first break of the match to go up 4-2. This was all she needed to cap off the opening set, winning it 6-3. In the second set, Svitolina upped the aggression and raced out to a double break 5-1 lead. After losing one of those breaks, she ultimately served it out 6-3 to bring us to a decider. There, despite a series of breaks, Leylah got out to a 5-2 lead and came within 2 points from claiming the victory. However, Elina, showing her experience, got it back to 5-all and ultimately pushed it to a tiebreaker. There, Elina pulled off a similar comeback, recovering from 1-4 down to level things to 5 apiece. However, this time Leylah rose to the occasion and won the next 2 points to claim her maiden slam semifinal berth. Fernandez now makes history as the first tennis player born in 2002 to reach a slam semifinal. She just turned 19 2 days ago, by the way. Leylah is also the youngest woman since Serena Williams in 1999 to defeat 2 top 5 players at the US Open. Talking about Svitolina a bit, she had a good tournament getting those solid wins over Kazakhstan and Halep, but she'll surely be disappointed to not be able to go deeper. Elina seemingly does poor in the big major matches as she now carries a 2-6 record in slam quarterfinals. This was a big chance for her to capitalize and perhaps reach her maiden slam final, but it just wasn't to be. Giving credit to Leylah though, she displayed a different type of perseverance than in her previous 4 matches. There she had to recover from significant deficits, but against Svitolina, she had to push aside those missed opportunities and stay positive to get the job done. Her road to the semifinals was also incredibly difficult on Akanji in round 1, who's a great former top 20 player, and the second Kai Kanepi, a big giant killer in the slams and is always tough to beat. Then Naomi and Angie, 2 established former champions in New York, now a consistent top 5 figure in Svitolina. Props to you, Leylah, for an incredible fortnight thus far. Her run here has shot her up 30 spots ahead of her previous career high to now 36. The match against Sabalenka will be tricky for Fernandez, who does like to stand close to the baseline to deflect power. Now Sabalenka's power will be hard to counter, so the Canadian might be in danger of being overpowered. However, she does have that lefty serve along with magnificent shot making abilities, so the Canadian can surely pose a threat to the Belarusian. Although we haven't seen much blinking from the 19-year-old, I will give the edge to Sabalenka as she has the greater experience and these big moments. With Krejcikova's exit, by the way, there will be another first-time slam champion on the women's side. Now shifting over to the men's, second seed Daniil Medvedev took on surprise quarterfinalist Botic van der Zandschulp. Medvedev looked firmly in control, going up 6-3, 6-love, but the Dutchman showcased his skill to take the third set. Despite dropping his first set all tournament, Daniil remained relatively unfazed and he got the job done in 4. Medvedev, who's into his 3rd consecutive US Open semifinal, will be the favorite against Felix Auger-Aliassime, leading 18-year-old breakout star Carlos Alcaraz 6-3, 3-1 before the Spaniard retired due to a right adductor injury. After the match, Alcaraz told reporters, "It's really tough to end a great tournament like this. I had no choice to still play. First of all, I have to take care of my body to stay healthy. It's a long match and I didn't feel good to still play, so I had to retire. To play 2 matches that went to 5 sets in a row, play on that great a level and a great intensity for 4 hours, it was really tough for me. I am not used to playing these kind of matches in a row. I think it was really tough to recover for the next matches." I thought this was a good decision by Carlos. He's still pretty young, and as he said, playing those back-to-back 5-setters takes a toll. Now, other people share different sentiments about the 18-year-old's retirement. ESPN's Chris Fowler insinuating that Alcaraz only tapped out because he was being dominated by Felix. I like Fowler and think that his commentator is pretty decent for the most part, but this take was not what he thought it was. He should have just kept those thoughts to himself. Anyways, giving credit to Felix, he did look solid in those 50 minutes that we saw him play, and I think he can pose some significant challenges to Medvedev. The Canadian will be competing in his first major semifinal though, so there's bound to be some nerves, but we'll see. That's it for this video, and let me know what you think about the Muguruza Krejcikova drama, plus the day 9 results in the comments below. Also, make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell so you're notified whenever I post the day 10 recap. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time here on Grand Slam Tennis News Today.